If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. Good night from the Dusty Wheel. As we say around here, smash to black.
If you want news and rumors that appeal, welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. Good night from the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. I'm your host, the Innkeeper, and this is WoTCon! WoTCon! Thank you all. Thank you all. Hey, how's everybody doing?
Good.
It's Saturday night.
Saturday
WoTCon
night.
here.
Saturday
Yeah?
night.
It's almost over.
Yeah. Well, don't be a downer, man.
Yeah, I can't believe
Bring
Okay.
it down already.
Look, it's almost over, but that's when the best stuff happens, right? That's when the best stuff happens.
The best is yet to come.
Which is
Trailer.
honestly,
Oh.
the trailer tomorrow. Yeah.
Oh, so you're staking it out tomorrow.
No, it's not an
No.
hour tomorrow.
Not on a Sunday.
All right.
No.
No.
I mean, we do have a little something special for people that are going to be here
Yeah.
for tomorrow. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah.
But it's not going to be a trailer. So if you're out there watching, you're not missing a trailer here. But today, we got a cast
We got
interview.
something cool. The cast talked to us again.
Yeah, it was recorded. It was pre-recorded, everyone. But
It was pre-recorded.
the cast talked to us. Taylor,
Yes.
did you hear anything? I know you're looking forward to season 2. The cast, were you there for that cast interview piece?
I was not.
You missed it, huh?
You missed
Yeah,
it.
I was cleaning.
You were cleaning?
Yeah,
cleaning.
I didn't realize there was a cast thing. So
Yeah, there was.
Wow.
And, well, I mean, we can talk about it
there,
now.
yeah, can we talk
Why don't we talk about it now? Do you want to throw us up there? I mean, we talked to 5 cast members, and Taylor, do you see the Moraine question for Rosamund Pike? Why don't you throw that up on the screen for us? Like, what did you think? That question to Moraine basically was like, what was the question again?
So-
I mean, that's
so-
not the exact quote, but like,
Right,
what was
but the question was, will Moraine's character be more relatable in season 2?
Yeah, what did you think about her answer?
She called us weird. Which is true.
She knows us.
Slightly off.
She knows us.
I mean,
described us as
She gets
slightly
us.
off.
I mean, it was like extraordinary, creative, imaginative,
Wonderful,
and
wonderful,
wonderful, and then
There we go.
slightly off.
I'll take it.
Was it slightly
I'll
off?
take
Is that what it was?
It was, yeah, slightly out there.
Slightly out there.
We're
Yeah,
out
slightly out there.
We're out there.
And honestly, that's a term of endearment.
Yeah.
Slightly out there
Yeah.
was a. What was funny about that is I did not think to myself that she was going to talk about us.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like, do you think she's going to be relatable to general people?
Right.
And then she was like,
She's like, you hardcore fan freaks.
You're slightly out there, so I don't know if she'll be relatable to, which honestly was true.
Yeah, exactly. Moraine would probably not like to hang out with us.
Yeah, will we relate to the Moraine that they bring to the screen? It was like, I mean, it's possible.
It's possible.
What do you think, Vance? Do you feel like Moraine's going to be more relatable to you as a fan?
Well, I actually think Moraine's going to have struggles this season, right? Because she's got the shielding thing going on. She has no access to the power. And I think that's going to make her feel a little bit helpless. And I think that's something everyone can relate to, honestly.
Well, the equivalent to me was when Superman, spoilers here, Superman loses his powers.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
And there's that moment where he goes into the cafe.
Yes.
And doesn't he get punched or beat up or something there?
Yeah.
Gets thrown across tables?
Yeah.
I remember as a kid watching that going this is crazy.
Yeah.
And I don't want it to last very long.
Right.
So how long is too long, Brian, for Moraine to be in this human
Well,
state?
too short is one episode.
Yeah,
So
too
if
short.
they fix it in one episode,
No.
that's too short.
No.
But I think 2 might be too short. So 3 episodes, maybe 4.
I think four.
I think the midpoint of the season should be the.
I don't know. I think the way Rosamund Pike answered this almost made it sound like we're going to see a lot of it.
You
A
think
lot
maybe
of
the whole season.
I think maybe up
or
until
maybe at the very end.
Basically, she'll come in clutch and save Rand, and maybe fight Shamel, or be a big part of that last battle. And before that, it's not going to be no power.
Well,
It'll be the Gandalf moment, where
Okay, so you
yeah.
think it's more like a Gandalf?
Yeah, exactly.
So you think
Look to the right down.
You think they get most of the season, basically?
I think so.
I agree.
I think that's what
I
she
wouldn't
went for.
mind that.
I agree.
I think that's totally fine. I think Rosamund. What if she gets her power back? What is her purpose at that point? If you're going to add to her story and her arc and give her something new, it's her struggle to get her power back. Because if she gets her power back, it's like, okay, I can't teach you, Rand.
Right.
And you're not gonna listen to me.
I just feel like it's going to be tough to watch an entire season if she doesn't. Her inability to channel, it's going to get a little.
I
Well, look,
disagree.
man,
The whole point of isn't Egwene and Nynaeve going to be practicing a lot more of that?
Yeah,
Aren't
they
they
sure,
going to be taking up the
sure.
whole reins of
I just feel like Moraine, though,
we
minus
had
power.
how many books of full spoilers for the whole series?
Oh yeah, hold on.
Okay.
We're if you're
Yes.
watching this right now, full
full
spoilers.
Full spoilers. Okay.
We have how many books of Swan with no powers?
Okay.
That is true.
That is a long time to have a major Aes Sedai character with no powers.
I guess technically we do get Moraine. We don't get much of her anyway in The Great Hunt.
Correct.
Right.
She's practically non-existent in that book.
She's at the beginning, then she's got 2 POV chapters.
Yeah.
And then
So I
she
mean,
comes
yes,
back
you
in.
can kind of pair it there. I don't want an entire season with Moraine without power, but.
So this is the direct quote. I suppose you will see a woman who's going after the same enemies, but without her greatest weapon, which is the one power. I mean, that seems fairly definitive in terms of how the battle's going to be.
Okay.
Okay.
Right?
All
Well, and at least it sounds active, though. It doesn't sound passive.
Right.
It doesn't sound like she's going to sit around and read books.
Okay.
Right,
sure.
no, she's definitely, we
believe
see her with a
she-
dagger.
She may go read books, but I hope that's only one episode, and then she's on the move.
I mean, it just makes sense from a structure standpoint to have the mirror of Moraine to have her back off a little bit and have the rest of the characters take over.
This is true.
No, you're-
That just makes sense.
You're right, and Jordan does that, right? So I'm
Right.
not saying that this is the equivalent. It's just at the time she wasn't without power, but you're right, she was absent from the screen. So in this adaptation, we're getting on screen without power, which I guess there's an equivalency there. I think you're right. That makes some sense.
Yeah, that makes total sense.
Question for you: are the mics? I know people were mentioning the mics weren't. Are those 2 mics working out there?
Are they
Yeah, I
fine?
think they're working. I think they're low.
Okay, the
I'll
mics are low.
be continuously
Oh,
yeah.
You want to speak into the mic?
So I'm talking into it. Is it still low out there, Chad?
Yeah, check that.
Yeah, can you give us what is Vance low?
Test 1 2. Is this low?
What do you think, Moraine? Any other things you want to see from Moraine that quote tells us? I think it really tells us that a lot of this is going to be figuring out how to get the power back and how to continue to find Rand and help Rand.
Yeah, I mean, and that's like giving her an arc that she doesn't have, right?
Right,
like,
exactly.
At the end of the day, they're keeping her like in it, and I guess giving us something somewhat interesting, which Jordan doesn't give us anything of.
Right.
Which is kind of having Moraine have some kind of conflict.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting.
Right, yeah.
This is going to be the one. I swear, this is going to be the thing that could, like,
So how
make
do you-
or break a season.
Yeah.
Is
So
like,
how do you screw up season 2?
Yeah, exactly. How do you screw up these- Now, keep in mind, like we know they're inventing a whole bunch of stuff for Moraine this season. So hopefully it's in theme and in character, and it matches, what Roz said and what the rest of the story works out.
Yeah.
But she could, like, almost everything we're going to see in this season is completely made up by Rafe and the team, right?
Right.
Yes.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
But
that's
so
gonna-
long as they understand the core of her character and what she's after,
Right.
which
Yeah.
I think they do, I think they'll be able to translate that into some good content for us,
Right.
because
Yeah.
Yep.
everyone wants
I agree
more
with that.
Moraine, to be
Yes.
honest.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so, I mean, if you're watching this right now, and I know people are talking, there's some buffering issues. Look, we're at a huge con.
Tons of people
There's
on the
a
Wi-Fi.
ton of people like sitting in the lobby, on the Wi-Fi. So, yeah, we might be buffering here, but
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yeah.
As far as the Pizza Feud, before we go on to the rest of the cast questions, let's tackle the Pizza Feud, because Brian,
Yeah.
are you ready to give up?
Never.
Heard it here, folks.
There's
It's
no
not
end
ending.
to the Pizza Feud for you. This is Pizza for Peace.
All right. Maybe we can bury the hatch.
Oh, yeah, that was good. That was good.
Yeah.
So I want to point this out. There is going to be one of the pizza is going to have pepperoni and mushroom, on the other side sausage and onion.
That's right. We got that 50-50 pizza, pepperoni and mushroom, sausage and onion.
And I commit.
Eat your own half.
I commit to not eating your half
Thank
of
you.
the
That's
pizza.
very
This
magnanimous
is
of
the
you.
Pizza Reborn.
The pizza
pizza
reborn.
reborn.
You are saying that it was his half.
Yes, I was
It
always
was
saying
his.
It was always his
it wasn't
half.
his. It was his
I
half.
just said it was his half.
I feel like
you're
you're-
committing not to
I
eat
feel
his
like
half.
if you had seen like a peacemaking meeting, those would be the kind of words you wouldn't use to make peace.
I
feel like-
don't think we're there yet.
I
I
feel
think
like-
the meeting might be
I
like
feel like
20 minutes.
I feel like the pizza's about to arrive.
find out.
You
so
called it the
we'll
Pizza
find out.
Feud. I'm just trying to bring the feud back in.
No, I don't feel like we should. This is pizza for peace, Taylor.
This is Pizza for
So-
This might turn into like a red sauce wedding scenario.
Gotcha.
A red sauce.
But,
Okay, let's jump back to the cast interviews. Rosamund did answer one question for us. Taylor, do you want to give us the next question? I think the next question was from
Yosha.
Yosha. Can you find Yosha's question? And while
So-
we're putting that up on the screen, do you want to kind of read that out here?
So this is a great question. Since you have read the whole series and know Rand's entire arc, does that affect how you play the character?
and he
And-
said,
He basically said, I'm going to take one step at a time. I said I'm a shepherd in season 1, and in the second season, he doesn't really say much other than say that he's going to try to protect his friends, try to save himself, escape the madness,
yeah.
and I thought that we could talk about that, and then something he has to deal with him all by himself. So he's going to take it step at a time, so that's first.
I mean, what I understood about what he was saying was, yes, I've read the entire series. In fact, he kind of teased out the fact that he's rereading.
Yes, that he will reread, or is rereading.
What is he? Yeah, how does it?
He says you finish the series, you realize you forgot everything, so you read it again.
Yeah, so there's.
He gets us. He
Yes,
really,
he
really
gets
gets us.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he's
Well,
this
One of
idea
us.
of like there's no ending to the rereading of the Wheel of
Exactly.
Time.
Yeah.
Now, I took away from what he
One
said
of
was like
us.
I
One of
understand the
us.
arc,
Yeah.
and I'm gonna take the arc step by step, right? Like,
Right.
He gets it, but he's actively trying to stay in the character, which you have to do if you read all the information. If you
Right.
Yeah.
knowing everything, you've got to do that. I mean, Vance, what do you think? You think he's going to be able to kind of like, with all that knowledge, still being able to give us the Rand of the Great
I
Hunt and
think it
Dragonborn?
actually is going to work better for his step by step, because he does know where he needs to go. Right. When you don't know where you need to go, you don't necessarily know how to play things. If you're just going, like say, season by season or book by book, and because he knows where he's got to end up, he can more accurately take those steps. He's more informed. and he's not less likely to make a misstep as he's continuing to bring Moraine to life. Because we can run into these problems where maybe he'll play one pivotal scene, but he'll get the tone of it wrong if he doesn't know where he needs to be later on. But when he knows the context of how that scene's going to impact something further down the line, he knows where it falls into place.
Do you guys think, I have a question for you guys, do you think that the rest of the cast thinks that Yosha's a nerd for reading the book?
Absolutely.
Yeah?
Yosha is a nerd, yeah.
Yosha's a nerd.
Yosha's totally a nerd.
He's definitely one of us.
Yes, right, okay.
So, I mean, I do kind of wonder now, because we have like the other cast members who have said they're trying not to get ahead.
Right.
But it does make me wonder, like, if you're on set doing a scene, actually having that information, I think does make you better prepared to know if the words or kind of what you're being told to say fits within the characterization, at least, of the character. I get that they're going to change up, they're adapting the material, but it still seems like everyone's purpose has to be to keep the characters in line.
Yes.
So I feel like having that extra information would help.
But I also think there's Sarah Nakamura, there's other people who know the books, there's the scripts, there's other things that guide other than them reading the books.
Yeah,
so I think
like Sarah.
Right, exactly. So I think you're right, I think Maddie and Zoe have mentioned they've read, up to a certain point, and they know their arc to some degree, but I think they still know a lot more. I mean, the other characters.
One of the things that we need to get is the actor's interpretation.
Hello?
The pizza guy's
We're
here.
live. We're live here.
Should be in the lobby.
This is great. I love it.
So
interrupted by
two
the
or
phone
3
call.
minutes, and that's great. We'll see you here shortly. We're actually in the atrium area, so if you kind of walk through the lobby, you'll see us out there with the whole party. So, okay, we'll see you here shortly. Okay, thanks, Mark. Thank you. Bye-bye.
I think what we need help
The
with...
pizza's here, so the pizza guy called.
Pizza guy called.
Man is gone. He's here.
Where would we like the pizza to go?
So I
You want
think,
to hold it for a second, and then
Yeah.
I
we got to
mean,
bring on the string.
we probably will want the pizza right over here.
Yeah.
Probably right there.
Yeah.
Right next to me?
Yeah.
Yeah. We can point out the pizza.
I'll go lurk.
We want.
I mean, I think the biggest part of this question comes down to: are they equally creating a new character for
Exactly.
television, or
That's what I
are
was
they
gonna say.
trying to recreate the character written?
Exactly. Like what they want is to add their own, make the characters their own. So they're not just like Nynaeve from the page.
Yeah.
It is Zoe Robin's
Interpretation
of Nynaeve. And so, in many ways, by having an incomplete set of information, you are adding like room to interpret the material in innovative ways, rather than being prescriptive. These guys are artists, right?
Yeah.
They're not like mechanical robots that do whatever we want. They're artists. They need to interpret. They need to have their own twist and perspective on things. That's what makes the characters feel alive.
If anything, Yosha being the one who has read it is an interesting take on even the quote-unquote madness idea.
Right.
Because we are the fandom, and we want these nuances of these characters.
Right.
For him to have been the only one to read, I mean, or I think Rose won that.
Yeah, Rosamund seemed like she's leading.
Like, for him to be the one who has read and reread the series is almost extremely funny and interesting in his take on what is madness within himself.
Well, and then that actually plays into Rand, though, with the constant cyclical repeating of the last battle and his struggles, right?
Right.
So he's constantly reliving these lives. Now Yosha's constantly rereading the series as Rand. So that's an interesting dynamic.
Yeah.
So I still think that there's I get the art side of it. There's the potential that as seasons go on, the character that actually needs to get somewhere, if they put too much of kind of their own spin on it, it can get away from them. And I get that we have directors, we have scripts, and we have writers, and Sarah and everybody on there. It's just one of those pieces where I'm like, I hope that they're at least reading up to. Like, I want them to at least kind of have a concept of how Robert Jordan, they need to understand how he characterized their character.
Right.
So at least they can kind of understand where the writers are maybe taking it a little bit differently.
Right.
And understand that.
Okay, I think the question you're asking is, has Natasha O'Keefe read Lanfear? Is that what you're saying? Is that what you're going for here?
That's all that this
You've
is.
got to get Lanfear book right, is all I'm saying.
Okay. Right.
But I mean, playing
And
off
Rand and everybody else, I would like that. But
Sure.
that's definitely Lanfear.
Playing off what you said there, I would at least want them to be through the books they're adapting within the season.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think
Not
that.
necessarily ahead, but at least through the books that they're adapting.
Yes.
Sure.
I want to see that for sure.
Yes.
Okay, let's go on to the
Who's
next
next?
one. Who's next? I think it was Marcus.
I think Marcus is next. So Marcus.
Pizza.
Ooh, pizza.
Pizza!
Pizza! Pizza! Pizza! Pizza! Pizza!
I don't know if we want to scare the pizza man. Okay. Like,
That can only be some of the pizza.
Do you wanna have the pizza guy come in and weigh in on the pizza feud?
wait, that's a great idea.
And there's more coming.
You have to.
There's
Gotta
more
be more
coming.
coming. Go ahead and put it over here. Yeah.
Right here.
Pizza's here, everybody.
They're on YouTube.
What do you think?
Cool. Sounds good.
Well, let's let him get all the pizza.
So
first.
we-
All right, we get Marcus.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's talk Marcus while the pizza guy brings the rest of the pizza.
Yeah.
We're gonna put Marcus's quote up
So yeah.
there. And
So
yeah.
So he because Marcus is going to be part of the hunt with the Shinarans. So the question was, can you share any stories from filming with the Shinaran soldiers? So basically, he actually this is where I think we were like, you didn't think cleverly enough to not give us some stuff, because he said, when I was doing the hunt for the horn in our first block with the director. So just breaking that down, the hunt is only the first block. Is that fair? Is that fair?
That's fair. That's fair to say, like that is what it's fair to believe that for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what does that leave for that arc for Perrin
Well,
and
is the
Shiner?
first block, is that 2 episodes, or is the first block? Where's Geeky Area? We need to find out.
Geeky Area, yeah.
Is Geeky Area? Is block 1 2 episodes?
I'm not
I don't
sure.
recall.
Well,
Yeah.
now we need to know. Anybody in the chat know?
Where's Sarah?
Somebody
Sarah
send out a
Noma.
note to Geeky Area.
Oh, whoa, look at this.
Yeah, go with Sarah, please.
Sarah.
Thank you.
Man,
What
We got some more pizza coming, everybody.
Pizza's coming.
so much pizza, man.
We all ready for some pizza?
Yeah, pizza.
So we're gonna try to get some Watt series answer
Some
out
Watt
here,
series
everybody.
people.
Watt
Yeah.
series is gonna hopefully
Sarah's
kind
coming.
of
She's on her way.
give us
She's
an
got
answer.
to
But
navigate
basically,
the crowd.
the rest of the quote is basically Marcus talking about how with the Shinaran soldiers that they were riding horses and how that looked.
Is it Mark over here?
Okay, plates and plates.
Perfect. Yeah.
Awesome, thank you.
Hey, thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Pizza
Appreciate
guy
it.
right here.
Say hi to the camera. Mark everybody!
Mark, everybody! Woo! Okay, so we got a question here.
We
Sarah.
have Sarah from What Series?
Sarah from Watt Series, everybody. Sarah,
So-
can you remind us how the block system works? So Marcus
the
today
context
said,
of this question?
Marcus said block 1, right? Or they were
yeah.
on horses in block 1 for the hunt for the horn. Is that 2 episodes?
Yes.
So would that be considered episode 1 and 2?
Yes.
So could you read that quote
So,
again?
so this is what Marcus said. When I was doing the hunt for the horn in our first block, there were a lot of scenes when we had to ride on horseback. So either they lost their horses, or the hunt of the horn is the first block.
I mean, how do you feel about? Do you think you're saying only first block, or do you think there's something?
I mean, I think that the actual travel montage stuff is
Okay.
going to be in block 1. Like, I don't think it's necessarily going to be completely done after that. I mean, because I don't know what they're going to do for the rest of the 6 episodes.
That is a fascinating
That is
question.
the question
Yeah.
that we're trying to answer.
So I think you could say the first block is them getting to Falma. The episode 3 and 4 is maybe almost getting there, and 4 is ending with a fight, and then Uno gets captured.
Because we know
and,
Marcus,
yeah.
we know they end up out there.
Yeah, and they get captured.
So what if they go through away gates?
Can I see the quote?
Do you think they're going to kind of do some instant traveling here and get to Falma?
So
Because they're not going to take horses all the way across.
Is Varen going to open the gateway for them? Or who's opening the gateway?
I don't know.
Oh, the way gate, I mean.
What do
Because
we
they
think?
don't have...
If you're watching, do you think they're going to instant travel
Sarah?
to Falma?
I'm thinking.
I don't
no
think
idea.
so.
I have no idea.
I mean,
All you're staring at is the
I'm
pizza.
staring at the
There's
pizza.
like-
The
there's those
pizza is
scenes
very
where
attractive in those
they're
giant
like
boxes.
Vance, can you
Cloaks
move
and
the
stuff,
box
right?
of Donatos, or can you hold that for the camera here? Step in front.
Please. Pizza.
Oh my gosh.
There we go.
I don't know if they can see that, but yes, the Donato's pizza is sitting here. I'm hoping that's really good pizza.
The smell.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's wafting in front of us. Yes. Yeah, there we go. The pizza is ready.
There we go. The wall of pizza, everybody.
The pizza's coming.
Can you hold off and like not eat?
We have 2 more questions
Two more
to
questions
cover
to
here.
get.
No, but like I mean, knowing your history of eating pizza as soon as it arrives.
I mean, I want to point out something is there's a lot of vibes about pizza feuding right now, and I came here for peace. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to make sure that.
A piece of pizza. That's what I
right.
came here for.
Okay.
So.
All right, bye.
Thank
All
you,
right.
Sarah.
Thank you,
so
Sarah.
much.
Thank you, Sarah.
Sarah from WoTCon.
Sarah, everybody.
Yes.
Okay.
All right. Moving on to.
So Matt, I think we could pull up the Matt one and.
This is the Donald.
Yeah,
This
the
Donald.
Donald Finn.
Donald.
Yeah, Donald Finn was asked why he thinks Matt is a beloved character in the fandom.
Right.
What was his answer?
And he's given this answer before. He quoted some spoilers for the end of the series, but not in context really. He says it's the story of a hero who insists he's anything but a hero, and he thinks basically that Matt is humble. Brian, do you think Matt is humble?
I think Matt is only in the sense that he doesn't think he's a hero.
Right.
He's very full of himself, but he doesn't think that he should be like. He's not a bloody noble. He's not a bloody general. He's just a dude who wants to go back and herd sheep or
Right.
whatever. Right.
That's his form of humility.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, but yeah, he doesn't. Humility. I think there is an aspect of that to that. I mean, it's different when he's like, I'm sure Matt. There's things that Matt thinks he's good at.
Right. I mean, I think we've seen that, right? In
just
the
a
first
guy.
in the first episode, things were going down. He was running away, but he was like, "Where are the girls?" Right? Like
Where are the girls?
in the moments when the chips are down, he will do the right thing, and he will not. He will care for people that you know.
Well, and they could be taking this idea of his humility now. I mean, taking on the fact that they lost an actor,
Right.
6th episode,
Right.
having to kind of zero in on how this has affected him.
Right.
Right.
As a person, we don't have that in the books.
Yeah.
Correct.
We don't have him not going out to Fall Dark.
Right,
So,
and they've also mentioned that there's a darkness in Matt in I think the first season. So how do they paint that picture now of this? You know, how does he come out of the darkness?
Taylor, what are you hoping? I mean, we're getting a new actor this season. You saw, I guess you didn't see the quote. I mean, you saw the quote, but you didn't see the video of him. How do you even have a concept of what it would be like to lose an actor and then try to write that person and with a new person, write a new actor back into a show? Like, what are the biggest challenges for you, do you think, from a directing perspective?
I would say the directing standpoint would probably come through certain relationships that they would have built with Barney initially. But from an acting perspective, the nuances that Barney was initially trying to sync and meld with his character as he was performing him is something that Donald, that he's gonna have to really work towards. Is how does he keep the ripples of those nuances while continuing to transform the character and become it himself and take over where Barney left off. So I think it's gonna be, I think it's gonna be less from a directing side. I think he's gonna pick that. They're gonna pick that up very easily.
Sure.
I think it's gonna be a lot heavily the working the script and if anything from a directing side, letting him do lots of tries and work to really find those nuances that Barney had.
I love that.
Yeah, and I mean, Robert Jordan talks about how in his notes about Matt, and he said, that Matt didn't understand his place. What was he going to do? His friends all had talents and powers, and what did he have?
Dice.
And he had,
dice.
and eventually he gets his luck, right?
Yeah. Right.
Well, and then memories too.
We get
see-
that the memories and the luck.
Matt doesn't really see the upside of his talents.
Right.
where Perrin and Ryan both go, we're cursed, but at least we have something
Right.
useful.
I mean, even when he has all of those things, he's like, I'm gonna run away, but he gets pulled back in.
pulled back in.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think Rand's ever like, yes.
No,
I mean,
but he's like,
but he does.
if I have to have this,
he has
I can do it with it.
he has that
what
face.
he needs
Sure,
to
sure.
do
Yeah,
to
he
a
puts up that
degree.
face of a
Matt is
leader.
like, I got memories? What am I going to do? My friend can turn into a wolf, and my other friend is really great with women, and what can I do? I can roll the dice,
Right?
and cards attack me out of nowhere? That's what Matt thinks all the time.
Yeah, I should say. Like, he's not actively like, he's like,
He doesn't view his own powers positively.
Yeah.
sure. Okay.
Before we get to the next
Yeah.
one, I just want to let everyone know Donald Flynn's voice is smooth like butter.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Donald.
I could listen to him narrate
Yeah.
the books.
Yeah.
That would be
Yeah,
amazing.
yeah. I mean, Donald will blow everyone away. I mean, he will blow everything. The horn, and like he'll blow us away.
Oh, he'll blow the horn.
Yes.
But okay, this is kind of spoilery, so I don't want to say it out loud. But we had somebody in chat, if you're watching this, spoilers, who said, "Do you think Rand's in one of these boxes?"
What's in the box?
What's in the box?
That was good. Taylor has no idea what we're talking about.
I have a general idea.
You've like listened to our
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't have to attack me like that.
Okay,
You've seen
the
names.
last interview quote was from Kira Coveney. Tayan, do you mind throwing in the last quote? Talk to us about it here.
Yeah. So Rafe basically has previously said that Kira is Elaine, and the question was, when did Kira realize that she's Elaine? And basically she was like, initially she was like, I am, and she was reading the script, she was trying to, get her, and eventually she realized that, there is this connection, and as she, I think read the scripts and,
She's very happy.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I get her, and from what it sounded like, that she's going to be an awesome Elaine. And there's another part to this, but what do you think of Kira's answer there?
Well, I mean, she's just new to the series, right? There's a lot of them have been there, been doing this for a couple years.
Yep.
She's coming in. And I think it's a lot of weight. I mean, for someone like Rafe to be like, hey, by the way, you are this character.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
So I'm sure that's like really like,
It's like,
oh really?
well, and also like no pressure, but
Yeah.
But honestly, the energy that she put into her Instagram post
Yes.
was very Elaine energy. So,
Yeah.
like, I get why, from the outside, just superficially, like, okay, this is some Elaine energy for sure.
Yes.
So,
Right, yeah.
I get that part. I like that she said. Did she say basically like she is coming to kind of connect with the character? Yes. Mash of the deck.
What?
do you mind getting Kevin? Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Please. That'd be awesome. If he's around here.
Yeah.
So
No work till the union says so.
we're going to get Kevin to come on here and share a little bit about an interaction that he ended up having with Kira
Yeah.
on Twitter.
Yeah.
So, but what did she say at the end there?
So she's like, basically, that she connects, that she's lucky that she, got to play Elaine, and she connects with that. And it's not every day that the stars align and you get to portray that person on screen. And she feels very lucky that Rafe believes in her in that manner.
Yeah. So this is gonna be an interesting one. Again, when they bring in new actors, and you look at like Mira Ciel, you look at Natasha O'Keefe, you look at who's playing.
Karima McAdams.
Yeah. Karima McAdams. You look at Kira Coveney. You look at Donald Finn. I mean, I think season one did the acting, the actors and the acting. That was kind of some of the highlights for me.
Yeah.
I'm hoping to see that continue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely believe, right, like some of the struggles that I felt were in season one, it's like I want those to be resolved, but in season two, you're gonna get like new actors, and as long as they're bringing the performances, that's the part I'm hoping to see Elaine. I want to see Lanfear, like bring the characters, because I really felt like in season one, like I liked Yosha's Rand, I liked Barney's Matt.
Yep.
I liked all of their versions of these characters, these core characters. So
Yeah.
who are you looking forward to the most of all the new cast coming in?
Parent action.
action!
Parent action! Woo!
No one did it. Okay.
They can't hear you out there.
No, that's what I'm looking forward to. I mean,
So
the Great Hunt.
not a new, just
Dude,
Perrin.
I mean, the new. I mean, I want to see Elaine because I haven't seen any clips with Elaine.
Right.
So I really want to see that, but I really want to see Perrin. I want to see
Yeah.
the.
No, I mean,
I want to see him do
I
more
mean,
than
I mean,
just
the
emote.
Aiel, you know, with Avienda, Ayula, being in Chiet, all these people. But I think, for me, because it's the same character but a different actor. I think Dono and the fact that
That's a
they
good
said
choice.
they're gonna have the Dragon Reborn, arc of Matt. I think there's this huge kind of opportunity they have to have someone come in and kind of be a sensation.
Kevin's here, everybody.
Yeah.
Kevin, welcome. Everyone, welcome, Kevin! You ready for some pizza here?
Oh, this is all the piece pizza?
Yeah.
This is the piece pizza right here.
Where's the breadsticks?
They're in there
They're
too.
in there.
Oh,
There,
yeah. Now we can really bear the hatchet.
Okay, so Tayan, can you show that tweet on? So there was a tweet today from you.
There was a couple.
Yeah.
Well, there was one that you posted about the cast member interviews and about Kira Coveney.
That's correct.
And can you explain to the audience what happened afterwards?
All right, so it's not any secret to anyone on Twitter that I'm a big fan of the character of Elaine. You know, I spend a lot of time talking about the things I love about her chapters and what I love so much about that character. And after I was sitting next to Critter as she was live tweeting the panel, so I was just enjoying it. And I went back and was reading through it, and I was like, it's so true. Like when she talks, I'm like, who else could play Elaine? Who else could they find out there? And so I was I had a free moment around here. I was taking a breather, and I was like, I'm just gonna tweet that out, send it quick, and then move on with my life. And I tagged her because occasionally you do that. I think I saw Critter do it, so I was like, yeah, I feel like I can do that right now. They're expecting people to be watching this.
Yeah.
They know it's coming. It won't be weird if I do that. So I, not expecting anything from it. Throw a little tag thanking her at the end that we're excited to see her for season 2 end. And then she replied.
She replied, dude.
She replied to me.
She said, "This is so lovely, thank you," and smiley
With
face.
the face that's
like like the exactly that face.
There you go.
There you go.
You're an Elaine stan. And
Yeah, are you in that moment again now?
I'm reliving it because I did WoT once,
Yeah.
and with the timing of how everything went down, 12 minutes before she replied to me, I had tweeted about a rather crude tweet about how if the true power makes every orifice fire, then you can call my ass Baalzamon.
Right.
And then 12 minutes later, she replies to my post.
Despite
Despite that, which means she tweeted that back to me while I was on the toilet. And that's the cherry on top of this weekend. You can't write it better than that.
you're riding that wave, yeah.
And that's I think that centered me. And I was like, you know what? I bet she has sent regretful tweets on the toilet when someone else replied. And I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna enjoy this for what it is.
Yeah.
Bask.
I'm gonna bask in the glory and I'm gonna shudder at the thought that more and more of the cast have probably seen the stuff that I make on Twitter. It's a guarantee at this point. I know Marcus has, Jay Duffy has replied and commented on stuff as well. So Taylor Napier is often. I turned him into a muffin. He liked that a lot.
Yeah.
I wonder
You guys are like BFFs now.
dog nipples are in the writers' room.
There has to be at least one at this point. I'd be okay if there weren't, but if they had it.
By the way, do you have a Kira Coveney picture yet?
Well, what do you mean by this?
What I mean by this is that you turned Taylor Napier into a muffin.
Oh.
Where's Kira Coveney?
Don't tell us, do it.
I'm just saying. I feel like at some point.
You're right. That's an idea.
Hold that.
I'm gonna take that one back to me. I'm gonna simmer on it. I like to simmer on an idea.
So 12 minutes later, you're gonna.
Yeah, in approximately 12 minutes, I'll go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Have a nice little moment for myself, take a breather.
Yeah.
Do a couple dance moves, and then just see where inspiration takes me.
By the way, we're getting called out in chat that our Pizza Feud's going to turn into a cold Pizza Feud.
Oh my
So I do feel like
Chat, you're right.
it helps everyone, and the idea for pizza if we bring this live stream to an end.
Yeah.
I think that's a fair move.
I think that's
you're gonna put the apron on
I'll
here.
put the apron
Everyone,
on.
thank you so much for turning it, coming on here, watching this one. We didn't try yelling at the audience this time because no one can hear us in the
No one
lobby.
can hear us.
So-
They
Except
are
for you.
all having a great time.
There's some people watching us.
They're living in
and
the
they're
moment.
10 feet away.
Yeah, they're having a wonderful
they're
time
watching
at
us and they
WoTCon.
can't even hear us 10 feet away. So we're gonna, and I think what's gonna happen out here is actually we're gonna do sing-alongs.
Yes.
Hey Jen!
Hey,
Yep. Jen's gonna come on here, yes.
Thank you so much.
Kevin, everybody, Kevin! Hey!
Kevin Engels, everybody.
Thank you, Kevin.
Oh my God! Hi everybody.
Jen is girl from Tacoranrio.
Jen, there's a sing-along happening
There
or
is.
about to happen.
It's about to happen in T-minus about 5 minutes.
5 minutes, everyone. There's a sing-along. If you're here, actually, and you're watching this, is it going to happen right here?
Literally right there.
Literally.
Pizza part. We're going to be eating pizza.
Where my friend Joe from Talkaron is sitting.
Joe Perry.
He's getting ready to rock your faces off.
Yeah.
He's going to
We're
rock
going to be
your
doing a
faces off.
sing-along. That's right. Sing-along here.
And I'm sorry. Also, Omar from Watt Series will also be participating
Okay.
and rocking people's faces.
Nice,
as well.
nice.
Okay, so we're going to end this stream. We're going to eat some pizza. We're going to be singing along to what? What are we singing?
Kumbaya.
I'm gonna make that be a secret, and you'll just
Oh,
have
it's a
to.
secret.
There's always another
If you're
secret.
in your room watching this for some reason, you can come down here and grab one of these beautiful little flyers with a QR code, and that'll give you all the lyrics to the song. So if you feel like you don't think you knew
I
them,
love it.
now
This
you
is
do.
awesome.
I love
Now
it.
you do.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pizza, some songs.
This smells amazing.
Pizza Feud is ending.
You guys
Thank you
need
very
to
much,
television.
Taylor, Tan, Terry. Thank you all for being here. My guests, Vance, Jen, thank you so much for being here.
No problem.
Anas, thank you for being here. And Brian, to an end of our Pizza Feud
For now.
for now. As we say around here, good night from the Dusty Wheel, and smash the pizza! We're like,
Welcome to the Dusty Wheel.
Hey, welcome back to the Dusty Wheel. You went right to kill it. Look at you, you're all ready. You're just done. I mean, this is like, this is one
really
of the
well.
biggest scenes.
And now I'm like, great, my turn.
And if you don't like that, you want to say, well, Robert Jordan could have made the two rivers all white. He could have, but he didn't. So,
Just complimented me on my dress, and as you can clearly see, I'm not wearing one.
I see Nakomi as something along the lines of a Shida Haran analog.
It does make sense why it outlasted the breaking.
Yeah.
See, this is why I have Therese in the show, because she's going to correct everything that
Hey everybody, welcome to the Dusty Wheel Show. What? Meme Off Challenge. Yay!
Pair of like baby face mounted on like a huge body. So like
This
all
is
of a
not
sudden,
just
it's
a
like, wow.
traditional fantasy, right? There are sci-fi
And
elements.
just a moment
for those that
ago,
are kind of interested.
Rafe tweeted something. So let me get my guest in here with me, and
probably I would say put in 70-80% of the work. I got to be over the shoulder and be like, no,